Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently working on fixing our economy a little bit. It broke a little bit as we expanded our navy, although that was to be expected, honestly. But now that these guys are taken over, I'm not too concerned about expanding our navy anymore. However, we are going to absolutely need to deal with these energy credits. That is something that is going to need to happen. Hello, energy credits from jobs. We probably want more of you, but for now we're going to grab shield hit points just because it's cheaper. Minerals from jobs is another good thing to grab, but I'm going to go for defense platform hull points for the same reason. We are definitely not going to access the Shroud right now. However, our capital does have 3 workers that we could resettle. We've also got this agriculture district on there, and I actually want to move that over to a mining district. We're doing absolutely fine on food. That is irrelevant. We're going to need to move these guys, and I want to move them over to a commercial world, I think. Probably over to this commercial ring world. So I'll move them right on over. They became artisans. Not super helpful, but okay. We're requiring housing on this trade station. Okay. That's definitely a thing that we need. We're going to replace the gene clinic here, I think, with luxury residences. Now, we don't seem to be able to upgrade these to paradise domes on habitats, which definitely make habitats a little awkward for us. There's no doubt about that. That does, of course, mean that we're going to need to get some housing here. We are going to put in a... Why did I scroll down? I was literally right there. A luxury residence. Fantastic. This refinery station, it does have need of a few things. Okay, so technicians produce 12, whereas these guys produce 10 trade value and 10 amenities. Requires 2 upkeep, and it is 5 jobs compared to 3. Yeah, we should definitely be replacing this reactor district with trade districts. We're going to do that with all of them. Wonderful. This mining station is in need of housing, and I think we can go ahead and get rid of this admin office, and we're just going to simply put in housing here. Once again, I scrolled down. Why did I do this? We need luxury residences. Fantastic. This agriculture ring world is doing just fine. No real need to address anything there. I guess we can grab civilian replica complexes just for the purpose of jobs here. This is a refinery station. And what do we need here? We need rare crystals. So we need a synthetic crystal plant. Perfect. We're going to be running out of minerals quite soon, unfortunately. This is a factory station. I feel like we don't really need that many more consumer goods. Yeah, I feel like that's not super important right now. I'm actually going to put in a commercial zone because we need energy credits pretty badly. This refinery station just needs demotions. Same here and here as well. Although we can get a mineral production hub, and we're going to do that. -6 on rare crystals. Okay, that's not that big of a deal. I think we'll go ahead and grab army health. Wonderful. Oh, hey, we're positive on energy credits. I actually didn't expect this to happen. Positive on energy credits and negative on minerals on this month tick. Okay. That's fine. We're lacking a housing as well as 4 unemployment on this refinery station. Well, that's awkward. We could resettle. That is something we could do. We can't grow this anymore. I think that would drop us by 5 jobs, though, if we were to change out this trade district. We could just drop the site a revitalization center. That will drop 5 jobs, though. I think we have to resettle here. I guess we'll pop these guys on over. I don't like that solution, but I guess it's what we need. Over here, we require a little bit of housing. And that's complicated because I don't want to drop this mining district at all. Oh, I don't want to resettle. What am I doing? That is not something that I want. I mean, we could do planetary prospecting and see what we find. It'll take 6 months. I guess we'll do that, and we'll see what ends up happening over here. This tech world, it needs a specialist job, and it's actually unlikely to get any more specialist jobs. As in, it's not going to happen. So we actually have to wait for that to demote. No way around that one. This is a refinery station. We'll put in a synthetic crystal plant here just as soon as we have our minerals. But let's actually hold off on that, and let's see what happens on this month tick. Okay. We are out of minerals. We're going to buy in 100 for right now. However, I want to check our edicts. We're on mining subsidies, okay. And we are on omnifarious acquisition. So we just have a dearth of minerals to deal with. Okay. Noted. For right now, we're going to sell off a bunch of food. And we're going to buy in a few thousand minerals. We're going to continue going through here, realizing that we are in need of minerals. So we're going to focus on these worlds here. That's a good mining world. So's that one. They both already have mineral purification hubs and are maxed out on their mining districts. Okay. This tech world could theoretically get an additional mining district. Unfortunately, we are lacking the housing to really pull that off. And we do need an advanced research center there. Okay. Like, we have a lot of work to do on all these, right? There's a lot still needing to happen. Like, we should have a city district here. That's definitely for sure. We do already have a mineral purification hub here. We need housing. This world, we could upgrade this mineral purification hub, and that is actually a solid thing to do. These are not anything we're too interested in right now. I feel like we're a little overbuilt on our consumer goods for right now, so we're going to not work on that. I guess we could repair these comics megaplexes. Just looking for a few opportunities here. We've already got mineral purification hubs here. Do we have them here? Ah, and we've got a level 1 civilian industry here. This is something that we can do. We can replace this with a mineral purification plant. We are going to need a few additional minerals to make that happen. Let's just make sure we're paused for this. Let's see, which one was that? Was that you? No, that was not you. We've got one here already. It was this one. Okay, we replace this with a mineral purification plant. That will, of course, reduce our deficit a decent chunk, but not a ton. We can definitely replace these agriculture districts with mining districts. We are, of course, going to need additional minerals. That's okay. We'll just buy in a few of those. And we'll replace this guy with a mining district as well. Okay. This bureaucrat... Ooh, this could actually be a really, really, really good mining district, or mining planet. That's the term I'm looking for. We should replace this civilian industry with a mineral purification plant. And we're going to move this agriculture over, and we're also going to move over these generator districts. We don't currently have the minerals to get that all done, but that's a start. I'm hoping that once all that finishes up... Ooh, hello. That's a lot of unemployment. Okay, we gotta handle this. Let's get ourselves a few more minerals. We need all the minerals. Well, that's not exactly all the minerals, but that's a fair number. So over here, what we need is we need a Psychor, but we also need a mining district. I'm only going to build the one for right now. We will come back to that. We need a mining district here. And the reason I'm only building the one for now is because I want to be building these all simultaneously. We have lots of unemployment over here. And we need to deal with that. And the way we're going to deal with that is by creating miner jobs. Hello, affluent centers. No, this is it. This is the preserve. Okay. Noted. Okay. Let's see how that plays out in the next little while. In the meantime, we're going to need additional minerals. This is a lot of mineral purchasing, and I'm not a huge fan of how many minerals we're buying in right now. But it's also necessary. We're going to go ahead and build mining stations here. Excellent. And then we're going to go back up to fastest speed. I had my mute button pressed there while I was trying to talk. That was not particularly helpful. Excellent. So our rare crystals are going nicely right now, and our deficit is shrinking. I'm hopeful that on this month's tick it'll shrink again. It did not. Okay, well, we're still going to get mineral purification hubs finishing up there, so that will be a big deal for us. Okay, submerged ore vein on Belgium Prime alloys. So we just found this, which allows us to have 3 additional mining districts. Can we continue prospecting on these, hypothetically? No, looks like you can only prospect once, or perhaps there's a cooldown. That's fine. Unfortunately, that doesn't actually increase our max number of districts, and since we're short on housing here, it's not particularly great. That's for sure. Okay, let's see what happens with this month tick. Okay, we're only losing 17 now. Once all of these finish up, which they just did, we should start seeing ourselves positive in the minerals at this time. And that's exactly what we're looking to be, is positive in the minerals right now.
A study has been completed.
This guy can go ahead and jump drive up to, say, here. And then once he gets there, he's going to come on over here and work on... Oh, where were you from? That's in alloys. I know he's up in this area somewhere. I thought for sure it was here, but no, I can't remember what science planet I took him from. We are currently lacking in some research, though, so we should get that going for sure. We'll grab shield hit points, and how about edict duration? And then let's just take a look and see. It wasn't Ebenar, was it? Actually, yes, it was. Excellent. That'll do. Fantastic. And now we're positive in minerals, so that is huge. Contraband has been seized on Brother. Okay, we got some volatile motes out of that. That's not the worst. Yeah, we'll go ahead and institute that. I don't mind. We can repair these nourishment centers. We can't replace these, so they're pretty much going to be what they're going to be. But we should definitely go through and put a chamber of elevation on a lot of these. This dimensional fabricator is going to need to be repaired. And is there anything here that we can effectively replace? That's a lot of crime. We'll replace the fortress for sure. We could theoretically put in a mining district. There's a lot of available housing here. Most of these don't actually give jobs because they're all automatic. So we're going to put in a chamber of elevation here. And then we're going to need to deal with this crime. So let's go ahead and put in an anti-crime campaign. Not like that's going to do too much here. But then we're also going to replace this fortress as soon as we have the minerals to do it. We're going to replace this fortress with a Psycore. And then we're going to need to think about perhaps changing one of these sky domes. I don't really like the concept of that. That's just a nourishment center. Okay. But our economy is definitely coming along, but I definitely want to work on getting these worlds a little bit more up to date than they currently are. There's actually no problem here on this habitat whatsoever. We're now making 700 minerals per turn, but we're negative per turn? Per month. But we're negative again on energy credits, and I'm not a fan of that. Okay. We do have a bit of a crime issue. There's no doubt about that. A ruler job? I don't think we can get a ruler job right now, unfortunately. So we'll just have to leave that be for now. This is a mining station, of course, and it is currently lacking a specialist job. That'll be a little bit interesting to come across. We're currently exactly even on our housing versus available jobs over here. I don't think we need to touch this world right now. This is allegedly a generator world. It's actually more of a trade world than anything, but there isn't an option for that, unfortunately. We do require some housing, though, so we'll replace this generator district with a city district. Edict duration reduction is fine. I guess we'll grab food from jobs. It's literally the cheapest thing we've got. Waiting on a demotion, and over here, I suppose we could put in an administrative park. It's not super important, but we can get commerce megaplexes here. And we can also put in over here, we're still negative on rare crystals ever so slightly. So actually, I'm going to put in another synthetic crystal plant here.
A study has been completed.
Excellent. What is this study? Minerals from jobs. Okay. This factory station is needing a demotion. We're fine here. Okay, we need jobs here.
A study has been completed.
I suppose we could theoretically put in a pair of trade districts for now. Those are housing negative, but that should be okay. Shield hit points, and we will grab energy weapon attack speed. This mining station already does have a mineral purification hub. We need a specialist job, which is going to be hard to come by, to be sure. I think we'll just put in a commercial zone for now. Our economy is kind of fluctuating at the moment. It's not great, but it's not awful either. We'll definitely grab mineral purification hubs here. That is 100% what we grab. Nothing to really be done here. We don't have a job that we can put in there. This forge world is low on housing. And it would be nice if the crime was eliminated here. It'd be very nice if that was the case. Unfortunately, it is not. So for now, we're probably going to have to consider what we want to do with this. And that's challenging. We may just prospect for resources here. Can we not? We cannot. Oh, this is a place we already did. Yeah, I mean, we could drop an alloy nano plant for housing, I suppose.
A spaceport is the center.
Oh, hang on, pirates? I didn't know that we had any of that to take care of. Okay. Where are they? Oh, of course, down here. They probably would be down here. Yeah, we do have some trade over in this vicinity, don't we? This is an anchorage currently, and this one should be changed over to an anchorage. And we can grab another anchorage slot here and upgrade that to a star fortress. But there's apparently trade over here that we're gathering. I suppose kind of. Okay. They're not connected to the trade network, though, so that's a thing. And we should just connect this directly into the capital. And then this can go up to Corinth. This can go to Cormagus, like that. Okay. Apparently there's piracy out over here. But I'm not too concerned about that. I'm just going to jump these guys directly over to here, and that will handle it. Fantastic. Also, I'm wondering, 251 out of 250? What did I mess up here? Okay, this is supposed to be 62. Gotcha. Just double checking that all of these are correct, and this one's not. Because it has this escort in here. We'll get rid of that, and we'll bring that up to 62. Fantastic. Okay. So we'll jump them over there, and we will make sure that we deal with the construction that we'll need in a moment. We are going to need luxury residences here. This factory station is looking reasonably okay. I'm actually kind of transitioning it over into a commercial station.
Has been completed.
So that's the thing. Okay, and let's go ahead and hit that reinforce all button. Excellent. And I think we can go ahead and go for explosive weapon attack speed. That will be completely fine. This is a mining world here. So it is. So it is. Okay, we appear to be positive economically for now, but we've still got some stabilization that we need to do. Gangs are clashing on Belgium Prime. That is not great. Our gateway construction site is now ready over here at the Fangcore system. Excellent. We're lacking the energy credits for that right now. But we're going to, I think, bring that over to... Let's see, we've got a gateway there. I'm just wondering if we want to have one, like, say, here. We can start moving over that way anyway. Okay. That gives us the energy credits that we need to begin working on that gateway, so that we can get down here reasonably quickly. Excellent. You are supposed to be building a mining station to grab that exotic gas, sir. He appears to have forgotten. Okay. That's completely fine. We need housing and jobs here. A habitation district would go a long way towards that. And then this is allegedly a factory station, but it's kind of all over the place. We'll just put in a commercial zone. Hey, nice. Significant reduction of crime on Krikikiki. That's definitely not how that's pronounced. But something along those lines. Excellent. Energy credits from jobs. We're still fluctuating on our energy credits, and I think it's to do with job reassignments. This tends to start happening in the late game. So that's the thing that we're going to need to keep an eye on. We do have a commerce megaplex here. I'm actually going to go ahead and put in a galactic stock exchange there. We require additional energy credits, after all. And I think we will go ahead and go for leader lifespan. That'll be fine. The biggest impact, though, that we can go for right now is we need to evaluate our stations. And actually, I'm going to do this with the game paused. This station here is building a gun battery. Please stop that. Build an anchorage. Thank you very much. And also a naval logistics office. So I've been thinking. And what I've been thinking is that, honestly, our stations, our bastions, aren't particularly useful, in my opinion. We're getting to the stage of the game where we have to reinforce them anyway. So the question is, why don't we just make them all into anchorages? If we're going to have to defend them actively with a fleet anyway, and we're going to essentially have gateways to get around very quickly, and anywhere we can't, we can jump drive to. What is the point in having any level of bastions at this stage of the game? Well, this one is defending the L gate. That is pointless. Because we don't currently, but we will have a fleet in terminal egress defending that. So I think that this is completely pointless, and we're going to swap this over to anchorages. Like so. We'll honestly dismantle most of this. I don't think it's important. And we will keep around any defenses that we've got for now that we're allowed to keep around, but we're just not going to replace them. We're going to put in a resource silo. That's what I wanted. Excellent. Okay, this one, literally the same argument. So we'll make that be anchorages. And we'll just make our way towards being at our naval cap. And this will also save us some energy credits because these structures are pretty expensive. So we'll dismantle all of that and we will put in a resource silo. We can't queue up a fleet academy yet, or not a fleet academy, a naval logistics office yet, unfortunately. I wish we could, but alas, that is not a thing that we can do. Okay, same exact argument here. Anchorages, going on in. Wonderful. And of course, we'll put in a resource silo and dismantle everything else. Perfect. Void Pool Station. Now this one's at our capital. And that's okay. Same argument, honestly. It's an even stronger argument. If we've got enemies attacking our capital, we've got another set of problems, in my opinion. Like, these stations aren't going to stop a determined enemy. And if the enemy isn't determined, well then, that's fine. We don't care. Now the one in Terminal Egress, we might want to keep around, but honestly we're going to have a fleet to defend that. I'm not sure that there's a point, because, I mean, these are only 100k, right? So, sure, that's effective against some enemy fleets, but honestly not that many at this point of the game. And I'm going to reinforce them anyway, because I wouldn't want to lose the defensive platforms. So I think we're better off having anchorages and then maybe getting another fleet. I think that's ultimately the better solution. Not a listening post, resource silo. Did I do listening posts before? I don't know, I may have. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time when this one's actually a good one to keep. We'll keep that one. But all of these other bastions, I don't think we need to keep them around. See you all next time.